Oh, steep part of the hill.
Right there is where I found out that I'm in trouble. This video is going to serve as a warning and a request to all of you Gen X people out there like me who have first responder skills and training. Do not let yourself get too far out of shape as you get older in age, because you may or possibly will be needed in the future because of those skills. Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce. I uploaded my first YouTube video when I was in my mid-30s. I now turned 50 years old this year. And one of the things that happens when you get older is that father time, age, what have you, takes something from you. If you don't work out regularly, lifting weights, time will take away your strength and you'll lose. Usually your grip strength is what goes first. I have been on top of that with the gym. If you don't exercise your mind, you will lose your intellect, your sharpness. Well, I have kept up with that as well. But if you don't exercise your heart regularly, time will take away your cardio. And I have lost my cardio. As I was acknowledging the fact that I have lost my cardio, a company contacted me called Yes Soul Fitness and said, hey, would you like to get in shape? I said, yes, of course I want to get in shape. And so they are sending me an exercise bike, which is great because anytime I try to run, anytime I use or do any kind of exercise that involves a lot of impact beyond just walking or hiking, I always end up injuring a joint, a ligament, a hip, an ankle, what have you. I always get hurt and I just sit on the couch and get fat while I recover. Well, that's not going to work. But an exercise bike, a stationary exercise bike, especially one this fancy, is just what the doctor ordered for zero impact. And here it is, the cream of the crop Yes Soul brand exercise bike. It has all the vitamins and minerals that a growing Deuce needs or an aging Deuce needs. And I'm sure if you are no longer a spring chicken, you could probably benefit from this. Let's go over the features and how it benefited me at least, and will benefit me in the future. First of all, assembly. The assembly part of it was not bad. It comes with all the tools. Actually, they're right here. Oh, here we go. There are all the tools you need to put this together, and I used these. I did not go into my expensive tool bag down in the bunker. I went ahead and used these to see if everything was here, and everything was with the bike. When you first unbox it, you will see that it just comes out as a big like square of bike. Most of the frame is all together in one piece, but you are putting together handlebars, you're putting on the screen, which I will go over here in a second there. One note of warning when you're putting this thing together: if you need to carry this thing up some stairs, do not make my mistake and try to do it by yourself. This thing is heavy. This is a quality piece of engineering here, and it is heavy. It has a big flywheel on the front to smooth out your pedal rotations. I'll show you that right there. And that alone is many, many pounds. Let's go ahead and check back into Deuce's cardio test, where I'm in full gear here with my good old plate armor. And I'm running up a hill for a quarter mile, and at the end of that hill, I'm going to engage 5 targets with 10 rounds at 50 yards offhand, no support. Can I do it? Well, you'll see how well I do. It's not great. The competition, while being 3 to 4 times the price of this, is not any nicer. The screen might be nicer on the much more expensive version. My friend has one, and I can't tell the difference. I rode his last week, and then I look at mine here. It looks the same. And actually, let me just show you. Let me just swivel this around, because you can swivel this around here. And I'm watching YouTube right now. Now, what you're probably thinking is, Deuce, why aren't you watching your own videos for your own video? That's kind of strange, isn't it? I don't watch my own videos. I was there. So of course I'm going to watch me some Brandon Herrera. Why not? And this is what's great about this setup, is that I can sit here and watch my favorite YouTubers while I'm exercising, while I'm getting my cardio back. So why did I choose an exercise bike made by Yes Soul? Well, for one, it was a very economical option. And the reason why I chose an exercise bike is, again, I'm not young. My joints aren't young, my ligaments aren't young. I can sit here and shoot out emails. I can answer questions on YouTube. I can do everything I normally would on the couch, but I'm seated on a bike with my heart rate at 130, 140. Some of the reasons why I'm concerned about losing my cardio fitness, number one, it's just good for me. It's heart health, you know, good for me. But number two, if I don't have a good cardiovascular system to back me up, I won't be as useful as I could be in an emergency situation. There's only two things that I'll be valuable at. Number one is to carry a bunch of ammo somewhere and then use my shooting skills to their advantage. And number two would be carry a bunch of tools somewhere and then use them to fix a vehicle or a radio antenna. And I guarantee you I would not be nearly as good as I was when I was 30 doing those things. By the way, I've been riding this thing. This is doing, 60, 70 RPM. Can you hear that thing? When compared to the more expensive options out there, how does this compare? Well, it does pretty well. I have looked at the most expensive options out there and the welds look identical. The screen, decent enough. I can't really notice a difference. The smoothness of the pedal action and the flywheel, just as good. I don't notice any kind of difference. The saddle feels about the same, and you can change these out. This is a standard saddle from a bicycle. So you can buy whatever you want to. Same with the pedals. Are the pedals the highest end pedal out there? No, they aren't, but you can buy them from any cycling store. And the last thing I want to say about the YesSoul bike is that it uses all the same apps as the more expensive brands out there. I only have two negatives about this thing. Number one, it did not come with a water bottle. Come on, it's going to cost you $1. Send us a water bottle with this bike. I think that would be great. Also, the screen is hard coded to use kilometers per hour or kilometers as far as the distance goes, not miles. I've gone 11 kilometers almost while filming this video. And I wish I could change it to miles, but so far there's no way to change that to miles. Those are my two big complaints about this bike. Otherwise, it's been flawless. We are now at the shooting portion of the test. And as you can see, I did not do a great job. I hit 3 targets out of 5 at 50 yards with 10 rounds. I was having one heck of a time staying on target and controlling my breathing while basically trying to catch my breath for dear life. So the moral of today's lesson, if you are in shape, do not get out of shape. Regardless of what age you are, do not let yourself get out of shape. If you have let yourself get out of shape, such as me, then get back in shape, because there's no telling when your skills may be needed, and at the very least, you want to stick around as long as possible to make sure that you can vote in future elections, such as this year. If you are looking for some exercise equipment, go ahead and take a look down below. I will have some links and some discount codes for you, so take a look at that. Also, if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas about this or any other of my other videos about shooting or whatnot, or the deuce and a half, go ahead and put that down below in the comments. I try to answer as many of those as possible. And as always, you guys have a great day. See ya.